time for you to know and for us to start a show. Have a drink and take a seat here on Brewsic and Boozies.
Got it.
You are aware that I am recording you, correct?
Hey. It says it on here. Anyway.
Yeah. Hello. Right. Woohoo. We're back. I know everyone's very excited. For another very exciting episode of Brewsic and Boozies. So I guess we bounced ideas off of each other for this week's episode. And yes. I had seen I'm in LA, so there are a ton of Space Jam posters everywhere. For the new one, not for the old one, obviously. So yeah, I think I love this movie, so I was not opposed to watching the original Space Jam. But yeah, that's what kind of inspired, I think. Or did you tell me to watch this? Now I can't remember. I might be muddling the story.
You had mentioned it to me about Space Jam, and I said, "Good idea." I thought
and that's exactly how it went.
I had other ones that are just as good, but I think we had just been like kind of putting those on the back burner, and it was just like, yeah, we'll do those, but like, let's see what else we can find. And this one you said, and I was like, yeah, do that one. So good call.
Yeah. We will share our love for it, and hopefully not deter you from going to see the new one. We'll try, I guess, to not trash it, even though we haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say, but it doesn't.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, I mean, no one has, I don't believe. Maybe some critics, I don't know, or the people that made it, but not me.
Not me. But yeah, so Space Jam, starring Michael Jordan. In case no one knows, Michael Jordan's the star, and then the Looney Tunes, and then there are a couple of other guests appearances in it. But before we dive in to the movie, Christopher, what are you drinking? I'm laughing because I know.
Oh, yeah. On my thermos, I am just taking it easy on my vocal cords today. So I'm drinking water. Very,
high quality H2O.
Yes, high quality H2O. I got to be careful drinking this today. But yeah, I've had a bit of a kind of strain in my voice, so I was hoping that you would kind of help take the mic for most of today's episode, just so I don't have to strain myself. So
I don't mind.
But I might just cut out here and there.
It's fine. I got a lot to say about this one anyway. I'll just talk for you.
Comes that. So yeah, continue.
I have what I am drinking. What is this? Golden Road Brewery. Golden Road Brewery Point the Way IPA. It's a West Coast IPA made right here in Los Angeles.
That looks delicious.
I haven't tasted it yet though, so let's see.
Ooh, I like that crack. How's it smell?
Ooh.
Yes, we like it. Ooh,
yes,
ooh.
we like it. Yes, it's very fruity. I like it. It's like I feel like you shouldn't drink IPAs on the beach because they're very heavy and you'll probably get very ill. But this tastes like a beach beer.
I like that. I probably would enjoy that as well.
I think you would. It's not too heavy because I know you don't like the heavy beers.
For most people, no, I don't drink beer on this show. But when I do have a beer, IPAs are definitely my go-tos.
Yeah, I suggest this one if you can get your hands on it. I've never seen this company in New York.
Yes.
It's possible you can track it down, but if you're in the Los Angeles area, definitely. I like it.
H2 right from the Brita filter. So
straight from the tap.
From the whatever that page, whatever I am. So you can it's actually good.
You should have just lied and said it was straight vodka. You're drinking straight vodka for tonight's episode.
Sure. Straight vodka. And everybody
I'll
like,
edit.
wow.
I'll edit it out, and then we'll just talk about this.
Okay.
All right. So tell me.
With the movie, yes.
Yes.
Earliest-
So tell me earliest memories of Space Jam.
Okay. So this is a great. That's why I was really excited to do this one because of the memories specifically. I remember going to a trip with my family to relatives that lived in Virginia, and I want to say I got this coloring book, which I tried to look for just a minute ago, which was a Space Jam coloring book, and all I knew had Michael Jordan and all the Looney Tunes characters and like all these weird other creature characters. Knew nothing. All I thought it was just a random coloring book. I had no knowledge about the movie. I knew nothing. But in this book, it's coloring, but they kind of give you like the story a little bit.
Oh, it's like the ones with the words in it. Like it has like it's like a story.
Oh, not even a coloring book, more like activity book, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
Activity book. There we go.
Yeah.
And remember drawing with that. It was a long trip or something. I just remember getting that at, I think, a grocery store, and it had this one cool page where like the you see a bunch of lines, and then you tilt the book down and like put your eye line down, and you could see the message because of the perspectives changed.
Ooh, that's cool.
Have you ever seen that kind of trick in coloring books? So, but I was so excited to just like have this book because I just love the idea of Michael Jordan, and like this was like a cool story of like something about how he gets into be with cartoon Looney Tunes. That's all I remember.
I'm so surprised that you were so unfamiliar with it because
I didn't see a trailer for it at that time.
Yeah.
It was very early. So that was the first thing I saw, and I didn't know it had anything to do with anything. I didn't know it was a movie, nothing. And then I finally saw a trailer for the movie, and I was just like so excited. And it was talked about. And trust me, our friends, that's all we did was play basketball. Like here. And like, after we saw the movie, we're always like doing the dunks on we had a basketball hoop, we make it really low. And then we do the slams and just on stars or or the basketball players would do. Yeah. We had this friend that always could do kind of cool tricks. So he was always like talking about Space Jam, a dunk specifically, like, when we get to that scene, like all the dunking that Michael Jordan does. So,
there's so much dunking in this movie.
What else do I want to say? I think we saw this in the theater. I think I remember coming home. We ran to go see it in the theater. I was really excited.
Yeah.
So,
let me ask you this: did you watch Looney Tunes when you were a kid?
So kind of, yeah. We watched it in the mornings at my friend's house. It was always on. I think we watched it. I forget. I think it was Cartoon Network used to have it on in the morning. I want to say.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Kind of often there, but like I remember watching it, and I watched Tiny Toons a lot as a kid. So we're a fan of all that kind of cartoons. Tiny Toons are definitely more around the time I watched cartoon shows. So
yeah, I think we talked about it in our Mask of the Phantasm episode, but that opening Warner Brothers with Bugs, like Warner Brothers was huge when we were kids. Like we had Batman, and Looney Tunes and Tiny Toons and all those things. But yeah, when this movie opened and I saw the Warner Brothers crawl, I don't know, I just got taken back to being a kid again.
That I'm sure there's more, but this one I know does it. You said Mask of Phantasm and Science was my big one we had.
Oh yeah,
because it has that short in the beginning as well. If you had it on VHS, because I think it was on like that in the theater as well. There's a Michigan J Frog.
Oh wow, yeah, crazy. I like I remember it, but I don't remember it. That doesn't make really that much sense, but it
like religiously. So I know that short so well, but reminds me like they do that for like Pixar movies a lot now, so it's cool. Anyway, I was a huge grew up a huge Batman fan. Again, talked about this in the Mask of the Phantasm episode. But we were also huge
like Warner Brothers Looney Tunes fans. Like I was a nut for Tweety Bird. I had like Tweety Bird pajamas. I had like Tweety Bird pillows. Like I loved Tweety Bird when I was a kid. And I remember the Warner Brothers store, and I still have it to this day. I have a Tweety Bird ornament from the Warner Brothers store. She's in the cage and has like Christmas lights all around it. And it weighs like 1,000 pounds. Like there's no way this thing can go on the Christmas tree, but I still have it. And it says Warner Brothers Studio Store or something like that.
Tweety is cool. I like Tweety.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think like as my brother and I got older, we started, of course, like streaming and stealing TV and movies from the internet. And we could, because Looney Tunes wasn't really available to stream anywhere, I don't think, until HBO Max. But we started watching Looney Tunes again. And I think there's still a couple networks that play them, obscure cable television shows. We also grew up a huge basketball fans. Like you said, we used to play basketball as kids all the time. But my parents were big Michael Jordan fans.
At the ball, it was called a high C ball. We got it from High C. Like, remember, you used to, win stuff, things. So we had this High C ball. It was only like this big. So it was one of these balls that we could palm in our hands. So that's why.
Be able to dunk it because you could fit it in your hand.
Yeah, it was a cool ball. That's what we had growing up.
Yeah, like cold, hot, it doesn't matter the weather. Like we were always out there playing basketball. Every kid in the neighborhood had a basketball hoop in front of their house. Yeah.
I think our friend had a bootleg of this movie, and we used to watch at his house. But his parents got probably from McDonald's. There were these like little collectible like Beanie Baby of the movie. Like I don't know if they're technically Beanie Babies, but they're like a little, stuffed animal toys you could get from the movie. You would get as I think probably in the Happy Meals or whatever. And it was like, I think you can get the aliens, the baby aliens, and I think you can get like, bugs and speaking of bugs here, bugs and like some of you can collect most of the Toon Squad.
Oh, amazing. I probably have them somewhere. Right. We always went to McDonald's for those collectible toys.
Right.
But yeah, clearly we both have we talk about earliest memories a lot, but I think this movie really is like stapled into our childhood more than a lot of things we've talked about.
Let's go see this. It's such a silly movie.
And like watching it last night, like really, I haven't watched it in a while because I don't think it was anywhere to stream before HBO Max. Like literally belly laughed because the Looney Tunes are just out of their minds, and the humor in this movie is just wild sometimes. And the breaking of the fourth wall is funny. Always funny.
I want to talk about it too with these scenes. Some of the special effects are pretty great in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
For its time,
I was
like
when
pretty
yeah.
cool.
They're not, well, you know why it's good because I looked this up because I was curious, but yeah, Michael Jordan was having apparently like a really hard time. He's not an actor. It's very apparent he's an actor. Having a hard time. So they like hired an improv troupe to come in the green suits to, act out the scenes with him. Very
difficult to do.
Yeah.
Even in like, I want to say Star Wars, like when they started finally doing digital people or like, I'm like, well, in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that was a guy in a suit. So they had a pretty good reference for a lot of those things. But like, yeah, it's very hard to just look at nothing and interact with it.
Like even from the early days of like, this is a random reference, but even from like the early days of Disney, like they had references for all like the princesses so that they can animate them.
Yeah, you need it.
But I want to talk about the beginning of this movie. We talked about the opening Warner Brothers crawl and how amazing it is. But that first section of this movie with young Michael Jordan with I Believe I Can Fly playing, I don't know why every time I watch it, it like hits me, and I'm like, because it's like growing up, Michael Jordan was like my hero, one of my heroes that like it really gets me deep.
It is a great song. It's very gospel like, and I like that. I love that song, and it has you know, like that's a powerful song. Like you listen to it, the vocals are incredible in that song. You know, we know it's R. Kelly, but whatever, it's still awesome. Who cares?
It is a great song. It is a great song.
Talking about this song, it's awesome. And yeah, did you really think that was Michael Jordan?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I did. Like, you believe that it's him, and it's I mean, it's not. But
Like,
yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, oh.
I love how he goes like he names everything that he wanted to do in like 3 shots. I'm going to North Carolina.
Like, oh, these are all the things that Michael Jordan did.
Then we'll play the NBA.
Oh wow, he did all those things. Way to go. Did you watch, so since we're talking about Michael Jordan, but did you watch The Last Dance?
I didn't. I heard a lot about it. I haven't seen it yet, but I know there's a lot of dirt about Michael in that movie.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, and I honestly haven't heard much about it, so we'll see.
Right.
We'll see what happens when I finally watch it. But yeah. Anyway, so we were talking about dunking before, and there's so much of it, and in the beginning, it's like the only thing that Michael Jordan has ever done is just dunk, 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 dunk.
You could fly.
He believes he can fly. That's the only thing he can do is fly and dunk.
He does it. That kid does it. Because
but
it cuts
so
it the longest intro ever to be in a kid's movie, I want to say.
It's so long and so many dunks.
Too. We watch this with our cousins. We want to make them watch it with us. And it got to a point where they felt it was so long. They're like, guys, we need to fast forward this. It is too long. It is very long. It's the entire Space Jam song.
It is. It is the entire song.
And it's awesome.
In the whole credits.
Everybody sang that song when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, of course. And you know, I was grooving out to it. Grooving out. Oh my god, that's so lame. But
It's stuck in your head.
It's great. Yes, yeah. And you don't forget, I remembered the words for some reason. I haven't seen this movie in so long, but remembered those words.
Didn't take.
So I love how it leads into you get all his career and it sums it up, and then he's just like retiring. Bye. Bye to the league.
Nice little like, no, but it's a nice little intro in the sense that you get a sense of like his career fairly quickly. Well, not that quickly. Fair enough.
Yeah. I love how
as a kid, I didn't know that all those, like, they showed a lot of those games and like those dunks and stuff. They're incredible to watch. So it's a great clip. I'm just doing all this magic. So
because we were really young when he was. I mean, my family were big Bulls fans because of him, but I don't remember really watching games at all. So it's nice to see it as an adult too. It's just, you know, well, this is the magic. This is what he did. And I like that it's grounded in reality, because like he did retire and he did. So he comes back, but like that's that they had a different ending than the movie, because during the filming he said, "Oh, I'm going to go back to basketball." So there was a completely different ending to this movie. And then when he decided he was going back is when they decided to make him go back to basketball at the end. I love it. Yeah, it's great. And it makes it, I don't know, get like a little emotional, you know. Michael Jordan, one of the greats. Michael Jordan. But yeah, what happens next? So he retires and he goes to baseball, and he's not so good at baseball. And I love the like positivity of his, I don't know how true, like he wasn't how true that is. Yes. No, he definitely wasn't good at baseball, but how everyone was so nice to him. I wonder how realistic that is. Like, were people that nice even though he sucked?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
That's one of the things of that movie with the humor was just when he gets up to plate and that catcher is like, "Thank you for signing my kids, whatever." Don't swing. I felt like when I played baseball, I was exactly like him. I could care less if I was going to win or not. I just wanted to just get the game over with.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
my God. What? Yeah. I think kids can, like, any kid can share that sentiment when
used
they
to have
like their parent forces them to play a sport they don't want to play. They're like, I just want this to be
No.
over.
playing catcher like was kind of like all right. I didn't love playing catcher. They made me do it a couple times. They need somebody to catch a ball. So, but there was times I played catcher, and I just remember wanting to like talk to people behind me.
Were you bored or you just wanted to socialize?
Yeah. Sometimes it got boring because it would just take forever a kid like get on base or something. I was like, hit a ball, please.
Let's make this game end.
Catching these things.
We also get an introduction to a character in the scene.
Okay. Yes, we do.
We do. Wayne Knight is in this movie.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. And he's great.
Black.
Stan Poliak? Polak?
It's Podol. He says it kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Stan Podolak.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
Whatever.
It's
He's
the
brilliant. He's really great in this. And he works, what is his job function?
He works with the publicist, or he's the publicist?
He's a publicist?
Or the other guy? I don't remember. He's like assistant to him or something. He's basically like his go guy, go get guy, whatever you call that.
Is that what a publicist does though? Like I was watching this, I was like, I guess that's what they do. I don't know. They drive Michael Jordan around and get him coffee at McDonald's.
I'll do that.
Sure.
What?
It's so hard. Like I know we did a Jurassic Park episode, but it's so hard to look at Wayne Knight and not go Newman.
I was watching Third Rock today for like it's been on all morning. So from watching that and then watching this, it's like kind of around the same time.
Is Wayne Knight in Third Rock from the Sun?
Oh yeah.
Why don't I remember him?
What?
Oh yes, he's dating Sally.
Yeah, he's done.
Yes.
Third Rock too. It's like
I forgot.
He was on Third Rock.
Yeah, I forgot. I haven't watched it in a while. But in this scene too, the spaceship flies over the stadium, and I'm always like, it's so bright and colorful. How is no one freaking out?
No idea. It's a Space Jam movie.
Well, okay, so if we usually go in order. I forgot something because I'm guiding this discussion tonight. We forgot to introduce Moron Mountain and all those guys.
Did we though?
Yeah, we talked about them a little bit, but
when is the scene where it goes? Because I love that transition where you see space. You're right.
He retires and then it goes to
yeah, you're right.
Because it goes to animated right there.
Yeah. Transition. And I always thought like space and then becomes like cartoon space when it changes color, right?
Yeah, that transition is when I was watching it yesterday, we noticed it and it was like really cool. Cool transition.
And you thought that's where all the cartoon anything lives. It's like either deep underground or really high up in there.
Yeah, like we're the logistics around the cartoons in this movie make absolutely no sense.
But it makes
There's aliens.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I really thought there's Bugs Bunny lives in the ground, in the core of the earth. And that's how
and that's how what?
And that's how they film all their episodes.
They're just like perpetually on TV, basically. Like they're just always on camera, like the Truman Show.
It's a brilliant idea. It just makes no sense. Yes, because
it makes no sense.
Yeah.
But then there's also cartoons that live on other planets.
Didn't know that.
I don't. Moron Mountain's a planet. Well, Moron Mountain is an amusement park, I think. An amusement park planet? Is that what it is? Anyway, Danny DeVito's in this.
Where like they show all the rides, and then they shoot there's like the bad guy's head, Mr. Smackhammer. Whatever. Is that him right there? Yeah. What's his name?
Schwackhammer.
Schwackhammer. Thank you. there's like just his head with the cigar sticking out that shoots at the like
Yeah.
thing or whatever ride thing, and it shoots the one and then it crashes. And I love that kid alien. I quote that kid alien all the time where he goes like, "Let's get out of here. It stinks. Don't bring me here anymore, right?
Right? Don't bring me in here anymore, right?
Yeah.
Don't pour over me.
It's the same kind of right.
Maybe that's secretly Dave Matthews.
Yeah, I never understood what he said. Like he just says that, but the way he says it is too funny.
His head, his body language too is like,
Yeah.
Love it.
Like on replay when they're showing it to the little aliens, like Slackhammer, whatever, and
Swackhammer.
All right, and then we get the introduction of the coolest little aliens.
They have names.
Dave,
which I didn't know. The littlest one with the littlest voice. They have names and I don't know them.
I always liked him, but now, I mean, like I like him more recently. But I think growing up, I liked the blue one because he was the tallest.
Yeah, he is the tallest. So he also is slightly the dumbest.
Right, but it's like we were going to give ourselves like a personality of any of them. I would probably be the taller one.
Because you're tall. You're like very
yeah.
tall. Is that why?
They're all like off of like the actual, NBA players later.
Yeah.
But
they parallel them a little bit.
Different, it's the different characteristics in their whole color. That's such a kid thing. I love that stuff.
Oh yeah. I love their voices. I don't know who does their voices. They're great. I love it.
What does the little one say that's so cute in that scene though?
In the scene we're talking about? Or
yeah, he goes, yeah, he's talking like he's more like, oh, I know. I don't know if it's him or the purple guy, but like they finally realize they need the Looney Tunes, right? So that's what their idea is, to more on Mountain to have a better, more fun Looney amusement park. Makes total sense, right? We're all following that? Good. So we have this one guy like doing like the cheer. It's like, get the Looney Tunes. And I love it, goes, Looney Tunes. Do you remember that? Oh, we're getting
our producer is
oingo,
trying to chime in.
Oingo boingo.
And oingo boingo.
What is it saying?
I can't read what it says.
Go read it. Give it a second.
I don't know what that means. Can you type it out maybe?
All right. So today we have a side what do you call checker?
A fact checker. We have a fact checker today.
Making sure that we're on target. Just like Red 5 or Red whatever. Stay on target.
What was I gonna say? We're gonna sidetrack a bit. Not really, but like.
So we're
I
saying
don't know what we're referencing though. Was this from a while ago?
Oh, okay. Did you just hand here? So that's convenient too.
Nerdluck Not is the red character, is the red alien.
Oh, he got the name of the characters. Oh,
that's the name of it. They all have names, but the red one is Nerdluck Not. Okay, well, we have all of them now.
Okay, so who's the red guy?
Oh wow, this is something else. So Nerdluck Pound. So this is their name. Pound is the orange one, aggressive orange one.
Oh, okay.
We have Blanco, which is the blue one.
Okay.
Bang is the green one. Bupkis is the purple one. And then Not is the red one. And that's all of them. Yes.
How is it spelled? Not like naughty?
NAWT.
Oh,
Not.
Okay. Not like Newt. Almost not. Okay, cool. So I was the purple one.
The purple one.
Thank you for the fact checker. Boingo.
They don't ever say their names in the movie. But since we're talking about the aliens, let's talk about Danny DeVito because it's Danny DeVito.
Wait, before we do, but like as he's talking to Danny DeVito, like he does a cheer. He goes like, "Get the Looney Tunes." He goes, "Looney Tunes."
Yeah, he has like a little pom pom.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And he's like, He's so excited. Looney Tunes. All right.
It's like they know when they're fans of Looney Tunes for some bizarre reason. I don't know. Everyone knows what Looney Tunes are.
Okay. Sorry, back. Go ahead. But you're saying Danny DeVito as boss. Fantastic.
No, he's fantastic. And like I had forgotten that he was even the voice in this movie because he's not in the opening credits.
Well, that is really him.
Yeah, that's really
he's
him.
the character the entire movie.
What?
That's really him. That's not character.
Yeah, Danny DeVito's from another alien planet called Moron Mountain. Makes sense.
They gave him like penguin teeth too.
Yeah. The character design, it looks like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, clearly.
It's perfect. Danny DeVito as an alien.
Yeah. I love that.
Anyway, so they decide that their theme park sucks and that they need a main attraction. And by accident, they Swackhammer over here sits on the remote control of the television to put on the Looney Tunes. And they're like, oh, we're going to get the Looney Tunes to come here and be our main attraction. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool. 1996. We're going to get the Looney Tunes.
It just happens.
Makes sense.
TV. Wherever satellite they get.
Nice. So they go to try to get the Looney Tunes, and then the Looney Tunes who live in the center of the earth. But we get one of my favorite scenes of the movie before they go see the Looney Tunes, when Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Bill Murray are playing golf. It's just absolutely random. I also forgot Bill Murray was in this movie.
Just want to fact check something. Okay, so never mind. They go first to the WB. You said that, right? Like with the ship goes crashing into the ground.
Yeah, and then that Michael's playing baseball. We jumped around a little bit because the ship passes over the stadium.
To the ground, they have a store there. Do you know what store is there? It says it. It's in front of a famous store.
No, what store is it?
Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, yeah, it's the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Piggly Wiggly. Wait, have I been to a Piggly Wiggly?
I don't know if they're still around. They might be. Yeah, the Piggly Wiggly. So they go right in front of the Piggly Wiggly, and then they ride down. And it looked like a fun ride to go to like WB World. And they're like,
yeah, hang on.
Thank you.
And their little voices, I love them. But yeah, the golf scene, because I know you probably love it too.
Oh yeah, because it's Bill Murray. It's an introduction, and I was, Bill Murray was, from Ghostbusters.
Do you know why he was in this movie?
Well, he's a friend of Michael Jordan, I think, right?
Oh, he might. Honestly, yeah, Bill Murray's a huge basketball fan. Maybe he is, but no. So Ivan Reitman produced this movie.
And he said he knew the producer because he really does. I think, right? Yeah.
Ivan Reitman produced this movie. Yeah. And he really didn't know the producer. And apparently he was only supposed to do like a small role, like in the golf scene, but he wound up getting roped into doing the rest of it because he showed up and was great. He might be friends with Michael Jordan though. That might be true because Bill Murray is a basketball fan.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember if it was trying to think. Sorry, lost my train. No, you're right. So yeah, that makes sense. Drop that.
Oh no, man down.
No, nothing spilled or anything like that. Just this little water cup on. So I'll get it.
I love when Michael hits the ball and Bugs has the magnet and he's dragging the ball, which is not metal at all in any way, shape, or form. But the Looney Tunes logic that is enforced in this movie,
a ball, these Looney Tunes. The fact that they just go,
yeah, why not? Sure. And then it gets sucked into the little teeny tiny hole, and no one, like, they freak out a little bit, but not a lot. Like they just leave. Larry Bird and Bill Murray just walk away, and they're like, "Oh, I hope he's okay."
Or he says to Larry though, or to Mike about Larry. Goes like, "You think I got a shot?" He goes like, "No, it's because I'm white, isn't it?" He goes, "No, Larry's." He goes like, "Larry's not white. Larry's clear."
He's translucent. No, he's trans. Is it clear or translucent?
Clear. No,
It's
clear.
It's pretty funny. I also love when he gets back in the golf cart and he's like, "I'm gonna give us both twos. We were not in the emotional state."
That, and when he takes, I mean, Bill Murray's just, I mean, he's hysterical. I love the camera too. He goes like, "What kind of camera is that? Do not point that at me, please."
Absolutely hilarious.
Like, I think he's all right. I think you just got to get away from that Stan character. Yeah, I'm gonna give us twos. I don't for any emotional state to finish the so good.
Amazing. Bill Murray. Forgot what I was gonna say, but
and we finally get Michael getting sucked down into the WB world.
Yes. Well, so the aliens get to Looney Tunes world. They tell Bugs their dilemma. They take him hostage, and they let all the Looney Tunes know what's going on. And just having all of them in one room, like, I don't know if that was ever a thing, because when you watch Looney Tunes, it's not like all the characters are on screen at the same time. They have their little bits.
It's indifferent. Yeah.
Yeah. So like putting all of them in one room when I was a kid watching it, I was like amazed that like all of these characters were in the same place interacting with one another. Like you have Yosemite Sam like firing his guns in the air with like Sylvester and Tweety chasing each other around. And it's like, what is happening?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where you see them all in like two. Best example I give for that.
Yes, yes.
And you see those all together. I remember as a kid seeing like some of those imageries for the first time. Definitely like mind blowing.
And I love when Michael Jordan first meets Bugs Bunny. It's like, I mean, he's not an actor, but like it's like he knows his old friend, right? Like it's not like he sees someone and is like freaked out.
Right.
It's just like what?
I just love how I mean, before Michael gets there, I think was it just I love when they just find Bugs Bunny for the first time, the aliens, and they just like, we seek the one we call Bugs Bunny. I love the one guy. Yeah, we seen him. Yeah, you see him. Like they always repeat after each other. Like
yeah, he hops around like this.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
So so dumb, but then they're like, no, we're not.
Yeah, they they like fire their guns at him, and Bugs is like stuck in that like little island of the ground. It's like,
I mean, the whole movie, they're all funny. So, anyways.
But yeah, so they recruit Michael. He agrees to help them.
Yeah. Why exactly?
Oh, I don't remember. Why does he agree to help them?
Because they need to beat them in a sport so that if they win against the aliens, that they don't have to go to the mountain. So they go like, and they're very small little guys or whatever. So that's the best of the kids.
I love that. They're like, they can't jump very high. And they realize they need to play basketball. Like, there's probably other things they could do.
We kind of skipped over that, but that's okay. That was the one cool little thing I said about them. They're like, oh, they're always on film. When the kids are watching the cartoon and then they're in the middle of the episode and then Porky Pig just stops the whole thing and said, hold on.
It's like Roadrunner or something. And then Porky Pig walks up.
And you were just left at the screen just empty.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The kids, they're watching the Looney Tunes, and then it just like halts.
Like, oh, it's okay. They got to take care of something. The cartoon will come back. And stop drawing for a minute.
Yeah, like the beauty of being a kid. It's like, this is fine. They're real. They're real.
It's such a real. Yeah, they feel real. it's an imaginary world they live in. We've been watching them on TV all this time.
They live in the center of the earth and they're recorded at all times.
Yeah, but anyways.
Yeah, so my actually I don't know when it comes in the movie because I can't remember, but
Right.
you want to know what my favorite line is?
Sure.
Okay, so Stan Newman, whatever you want to call him, Wayne Knight, he's trying to find Michael, so he like starts digging into the golf course, into the hole, and some guy like comes up to him and asks him what he's doing. He's like, I'm fixing a divot, and the guy yells and he's like, he's fixing a divot. It's my favorite line.
Playing golf, fixing a divot. Oh, he's fixing a divot.
He's fixing a divot. And then they cut to him like later on.
I didn't know what it was when I watched the movie. I didn't understand what it was.
I didn't either, but I just loved that line. It just made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
And then later on in the movie, he's still trying to find Michael, and he like digs this like vastly deep hole, which is definitely not possible to do with just one little shovel.
You're right. It's just funny about it. It's like he's been there all night digging, looking for him. I love it. He goes, I don't know where you are, Michael, but this is it. We're over. So he starts telling him off almost in that scene. But it's okay. Cartoon characters, and you think something is up. Of course.
Of course. But so Michael tells the Looney Tunes crew that he needs, in order to play basketball, I don't know how true this is, that he wears his North Carolina basketball shorts under his uniform whenever he played. I don't know if that's it could be true. I have no idea. But basically they have to go now and get his equipment. I don't really understand why Michael can't go get it.
It's a clever way to get them to come back to. So I was thinking about this, like, what's the whole point of them having to go back to the house? And I had a, what's the word? Epiphany?
Okay, epiphany, sure.
Why they do that? So it's for the animators to just kind of challenge themselves, I think, that they can get every kind of reality for these cartoons, where you have a real live action person in their world, and then you can bring them back out into our world, and they would interact. Kind of like basically Who Framed Roger Rabbit again, but it gives it that balance,
like grounding them in reality a little bit.
Yeah, it's here, and that's why. Oh, we didn't talk about the best scene. Did we? Did we miss that? No, I don't think we missed. So because they finally say they're going to play basketball. No, we did, because this is what happened.
Spit shine?
No, we missed the best part. So because, right, they got to get Michael to play basketball. Why? Because the little aliens they were going to challenge first steal the talent from the NBA player, and that's the best.
Oh my god, I'm muffing this whole episode because so like that's the whole thing, is that they stole.
We don't have notes. You don't need notes.
We don't need notes. Boingo boingo, not doing a good job because we totally missed the whole premise of this movie. So the aliens, the Monstars, they steal the power of 5 very popular NBA players in the 90s. And they get really big and swole, and then the Looney Tunes get scared, and that's the whole reason why they go for Michael Jordan.
So
and we missed this whole thing.
At the Knicks game, right? So they're at the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, they're at the Knicks game.
Realize that they could just suck the talent out of the people, out of their brains or whatever, and then just keep it all in a basketball. Like those, the magical talent of the NBA players. How fun! But they come in disguise, the aliens, so that no one sees. Basically, like, Muppet Man. I don't know.
Muppet Man,
Guys, and it's just they're all stacked up together, and they just walk. But they sit down next to this couple. Who was that couple? Do you know?
Okay, so she's from Everybody Loves Raymond. I can't think of her name, the actress's name, and he's Homer Simpson, which I honestly didn't know, so I can't take credit for it.
Watch. I think that was pointed out to me as well.
Yeah,
because You have to just know that's who does Homer Simpson. And I've seen him in a bunch of other things, and I found out he's a bunch of other shows that has a small cameo part. And I'm like, oh, now that's Homer. I'll know that forever. Dan what's his last name?
Castellana. Yeah.
Yes, that guy. And like he goes, killing us. Somebody's killing someone.
That animation is so good though. Like them in the jacket and the hat. It looks great. It's so good.
But I like Deborah freaks out when it like just melts into the tip, and she's just like, it's doing something very strange with this raincoat.
Just like a New Yorker, something strange is happening, but I'm not going to leave here.
That was quite strange, but yes.
Amazing. Yeah, I can't. We really missed the whole premise of the movie.
Well, that is why they had to get Michael Jordan.
Yeah, yes, because he's a very good basketball player.
He says he agrees. He's like, I got to help out my Looney Tunes friends, and he's very serious about it.
Yes. But I don't know.
Weird how he didn't ask for money. Whatever.
Well, that's the thing. So, and I don't want to talk about the new movie at all, but I'm gonna. So he does this out of literally the kindness of his heart and his love of the Looney Tunes. And then he doesn't have a stake in the matter until the end of the movie when he bets his own life on the game. In the new movie, it's like they're gonna throw out LeBron is like the main stakeholder in this whole thing, right? And it's like, yeah, but like it's his kid gets kidnapped, and it's like, well,
I don't know story, and I don't care to know, but I'm sure that's like from the original. They're not just rehashing it, but just LeBron. It's going to be a big ask. All the Warner Brothers property, including not just Looney Tunes, but other people as well.
Yeah. Anyway, back to what?
It looked like, if you ever saw the picture, all the different franchises that are in this new.
So I watched the trailer after I watched Space Jam last night, and it's just like every HBO Warner Brothers.
Yeah, property. I saw the trailer. All right, I see what they're trying to do. So I'll probably catch it, just see how it came out. Out of interest. I'm sure I'm not gonna like it, but I'll see my Looney Tunes friends one more go.
They don't even look good, Christopher. They don't even look good.
A little different with their animation stuff.
They're hairy. They have hair.
Well, they're doing that blend CG cartoon thing. And I hate to tell you, but animals do have hair.
I know they do, but the Looney Tunes don't.
Right. They have what? Paint?
Yes. That's it. Anyway.
Cool. Okay, so where we left off. Okay, so they finally get to Michael, and they're just like, they made a gymnasium for him to play in, and then the monster, and then they squish him up into a ball and they play him as a basketball. That's bizarre. No, I thought he
the
would
worst
die.
CGI I've ever seen. They tried real hard.
Yeah, they do a lot with CGI in this movie. They're trying, and it's early though.
Yeah, so early.
I'm sure back then it was pretty different for us to look at it.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't look at it and go, "That looks bad." But like as an adult, I'm like, "Oh well, it's 2021." I want to talk
specific thing I saw today in this movie, and you're not gonna know what it is, but I actually paused it and looked at it in awe. I'm like, wow, they went that far with this. And I'll tell you what when it comes up.
Okay.
Remind me. All right, so but they finally, anyways, the what is it? They go back to Michael's house to get his stuff, and then they go give it to him, and then we get the coolest song ever, cover of a song by who during this warm up that Michael Jordan does. He goes like, "Let's see if I remember how to do this."
Oh, it's Basketball Jones. Yeah.
Nope. That's what.
Wait, what are you talking about? Yeah. Wait, what?
When he's doing when he's warming up, and where he's like practicing, and doing all the kind of crazy dunks just by himself.
Oh, Fly Like an Eagle.
By who?
Do. Oh, I have no idea.
All we know is Steve Miller Band, correct?
Is it
Yes.
Steve Miller Band?
We'll have a fact
The
check.
original. We do have a fact checker now. Fact checker.
Only go. And then we have. Then this is our very
Seal. No.
beloved-
Seal? No.
Seal.
Yeah,
Yes,
Seal.
you're right.
It's Seal.
That's Seal.
Okay.
I always,
So the original is
yeah, Steve Miller Band.
Steve Miller Band.
The original.
Yes.
Yeah, the original DMB.
Dave Matthews Band.
That's-
Is that what you're saying?
Anyways.
Yeah, it's such a great song.
Oh, he's doing all these dunks. I remember as a kid when we used to basketball, it's like there was a certain dunk he does during this warm up, and he's like, "Yeah, oh my Nico."
Bye. Oh, such a good song.
Crazy.
So good. This soundtrack is bonkers, but it's good.
Great.
Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, he dunks.
Did you have this?
Hmm?
Did you have the CD of Space Jam, the soundtrack?
I think I do. Yeah, I think I still have it.
I didn't have it, but I'm pretty sure we like borrowed it from the library or something, or friends
Oh yeah, then.
for us to listen to.
No, I definitely have it.
Yeah, I think we borrowed it a lot at the time. We borrowed things. So that was fun. Oh, did I lose you? There
I'm
you
here.
Okay.
I realized something and I had to go take care of it. Anyway.
Now I gotta go back.
Ooh. Oh no, it's not in frame. When you make dinner and record, you shouldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
When you make dinner while you record. Anyway, that's my
Kitchen's on fire.
basically. So yeah. Oh, so we probably also should mention, I don't know if it happens before or after this, Lola Bunny being introduced into the cast of characters. I mean, I think everyone loves her pretty much.
I know you definitely do.
I love her. Yeah, she's great. What a good character to introduce. Like, I feel like nowadays they introduce new characters and they're like in your face new characters, right? Like she was introduced in the mix of this group that we already know and love, and it works well.
But Looney Tunes Land is so big that there's so many characters I still don't know about, and this is one of them.
Yes, they're just like showing up one day.
Oh,
like,
no, she's not in any of our episodes, so she's allowed up for it. We'll let
and
her
she
play.
just so happens to be good at basketball.
Yeah, so like every other bunny.
Like every other bunny. Every bunny's good at basketball.
He's a basketball bunny.
It always surprises me how fast we get from. Well, okay, so we should also mention, so Daffy and Bugs get Michael's shorts and sneakers, and then Stan sees them, so he somehow is able to figure out how to get to the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes world. I don't know how, but he figures it out. There's like a huge plot hole there of like how he gets from the golf course to the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, we never know. They get dropped off by like the producers like later on in the movie.
I think that's what it is. Like the producers just always dropping people off.
Like
Ivan's always dropping people
wherever
off.
the heck it was, and they'll be, the core of the earth, and that's how you get there.
Fine with me. I'm fine with that explanation.
I'm sure a lot of these things were fine with the explanation.
Amazing.
And this is like his heaven.
This is heaven.
Like actually, he got hit by a golf ball during that outing with Bill Murray.
And this is just his
dead.
His coma dream.
Story is just one big, possible.
I like that theory. That's a new fan theory. Everyone's
Like
spread that rumor.
Of him with his dad and just relive his whole life career, but this time around he gets to do it with The Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Oh. Sure. We can.
There's multiple timelines. We don't know.
Multiple timelines. This is the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes, this is the variant. Day.
Hilarious. But so
They get to the game, I think. Kind of.
Yeah, so it always surprises me how quickly they get from the beginning of this movie to the game. It always feels like there should be more into the game, but then the game starts and the game is like 45 minutes of this movie. Yeah. It's like half of the movie.
Yeah, we go back and forth through the live action and some of the live action story, which is great. And it's really funny with all the NBA players getting checked.
They think they have like a virus and
it's really funny.
They're getting like CAT scans and they're quarantining the forum, and it's pretty funny.
Muggsy. I love Muggsy.
I used to love Muggsy when I was a kid.
Well, when you NBA Jam, you could be him, and he was this little guy in the court.
Yeah. I was somewhere recently and they had an NBA Jam machine, like arcade machine.
Oh, nice. Missed those.
There's one if you go to, oh my God, what's the name of that bar in the city? Is it 8-Bit? I don't know if it exists anymore, but if you're in Manhattan, there's a bar called 8-Bit and they have an NBA Jam, used to have an NBA Jam machine. I don't know if they still have it. Oh, cool. No, I'm wrong. It's actually Barcade.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember which one. Anyway, they have an NBA Jam. One of them has an NBA Jam machine.
So we get to the game, I guess we were saying.
Yeah, so the game is,
we're going back and forth between the live action and the cartoon. So we finally get to the actual match. And
we were watching this movie last night, and this team, the Looney Tunes team, the Toon Squad, has an unnerving amount of birds on it.
I think that's what most of the characters from Looney Tunes were.
So many birds.
Mammal, like regular, what do you call creature?
There are at least 5 birds. Only I think one of which has actual fingers. And that's
they use
oh my God. They use their wing.
Yeah, they're winging.
Foghorn Leghorn's the only one that has fingers.
Yeah, kind of fingers.
But then Tweety Bird can't even grab the ball. And she's on the team. She's a starter.
Tweety's a girl?
He. I'm sorry. Tweety's a boy. He is a starter. It makes no sense. I don't get it.
Because it's funny.
I basically that's it. It's like funny, and that's the only reason why he starts on the team. But
and then what's her name? What's Grandma, the Tweety's keeper?
I don't know her.
What's her name?
I don't know her name.
And he goes like sits next to Wayne Knight to Stan. She goes, yeah.
I'm a cheerleader.
I love that.
So the starters on this team, other than like Bugs and Daffy and Lola,
and they're
three
are awesome when they introduce.
Oh my God, they're amazing. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Who's your favorite? I think Taz's is pretty cool.
I like Bugs because he comes through the floor and it's like a mystery to me where he's just like, wee!
Breaks open through the wood floor.
Yeah. I love honestly, I'm gonna side with the Monstars on this one because their intro is great. They have the hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em low. Yeah, it's a pretty good intro.
Yeah. But I have to say, like, I've never been to a basketball game, really.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. I've only been to, what do we see? The Harlem Globetrotters, kind of. I play basketball. I don't think we ever went to a real my brother did, but I don't think I really went to one. I always want to go to like a Knicks game or something. It doesn't matter. But like, I love how like when they all have their introduction and how when that lights up the court, how that really felt like a real game. You know, it's like it feels so real. something. That's such a clever thing I thought they did with the animation. It wasn't just like, okay, start, like the lighting changes in the background and now just so cool. I love that.
I think like I mean I don't remember, we used to go to Knicks games but I don't remember them. But yeah, that's like a big thing of going to a basketball game. They always do that thing with the lights where they have like the searchlights going across and they make it like big and hype.
I compare it to seeing a hockey game because I've seen way more hockey. Like I love that they all come out, it's dark, and then and they light up the ice, and it's just like, all right, here we go.
Yeah. It's that big show.
No, I never took the next line, but I remember it's like, I'm going straight to something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll have Oingo Boingo check it out the next.
Yeah, I have no idea what the words of that song are.
But there's a great part with what was I going to say? But just the like the Monstars are just crushing.
Yeah.
And they don't, like they dunk, and it's just so absurd because they're just bigger.
It's so big they can go
like
itself. Ding.
And it's like ding. Like, it's just funny to me.
It's hilarious, and I love how they cut to Whackhammer over here, and he's getting a massage at one point.
Yeah, by like other weird alien people that all look the same. So like a different.
Yeah, they have like little worm things or something.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's very bizarre, and it always puzzles me that. So like Michael's able to even score some points on the Monstars because they have to be at least like 10 feet taller than him.
Yeah, but like when he scored, right? That was like, what's going on? It's like, huh? Right?
It's like, how did he score? It's like, because he's the greatest of all time.
Alien on stars.
You ain't no stars. You ain't no stars. You ain't nothing compared to MJ.
So.
But yeah, they go into the half and they are defeated. So Bugs gives a speech to pep them up, right? And he has Michael, what does he have?
Secret stuff.
Michael's secret stuff.
Which is what I have tonight.
Oh no, that's what you should have done. Michael's secret stuff.
How did I not think that? I should have put the sticky note right on.
Darn.
Moment totally blown. Oh well, that's drinking tonight. Secret stuff.
Michael's secret stuff, which is actually just water.
Oh, you know what we forgot to talk about? It's in the beginning of the when they're all coming out is the song "Pump Up the Jam."
Oh yes, you're right. And they're like
jock.
They're getting dressed and stuff.
Yeah,
and you can see like so my favorite is Tweety Bird's uniform is like so long for him. It's adorable.
The best is Daffy, and he's got like the little pool floaty on. Just get my way.
This soundtrack's great. It fits so well, and like that's the thing. Like, so this movie, the Looney Tunes are so much the star of the show. Right. Like I haven't seen the new one, and I don't want to shit on the new one, but it just doesn't seem like, one, people know who the Looney Tunes are anymore, and two, they kind of push them to the side of this movie. So it seems like it's going to be a little upsetting.
Put it in a different, like, reboot. You know what I mean? They're trying to like add on to it more than just, okay, it's not just cartoons helping him. It's like this every franchise of every Warner Brothers own thing is involved in this. In the Warner Brothers. Kind of crazy.
Yeah. But like that's what makes the first one so great is like Michael Jordan's not an actor, but Michael Jordan was great in this movie, and the Looney Tunes are great in this movie. They're stuff like literally steal the show.
I think he had to just be comfortable being on set, and the best way he did that was they built him his own basketball court so he can play.
Yeah, they literally did build him his own basketball court. They
Yes.
actually did that. But
That's
so as we near the end of the movie, the Looney Tunes come back, but the Monstars decide that they're going to hurt the Looney Tunes. They're gonna physically harm them and put them on the bench. So I love that pan on the bench, and it's just like hurt Looney Tunes. And the most sad one is little Tweety Bird in the iron lung. Makes me so sad.
so funny.
And Foghorn Leghorn's just a fried chicken. Like it's just literally a fried chicken.
Completely wrapped up from every he's like a mummy. And he's like looking around blind. Like what's going on?
The vulture? Is that what you're talking about? He's like,
yeah.
It's hilarious.
Oh, that is a great.
And then who gets hurt? So then someone gets hurt, and then they need a fifth man.
I love he goes like, you're in. He goes like, the mouse? You picked the mouse?
Oh yeah.
I love basketball. I want to always play basketball.
And then just squishes him.
I know. I always felt sad. Oh no.
I know, so sad for that little precious angel.
I thought he died.
He might have. We don't know.
Nah, he just popped back up. It's Looney Tune Land. No one dies.
True.
Yeah.
But they need a fifth man. And who's their fifth man?
First it's Stan Podolak. They put in,
yes.
I think.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and what happens to him?
Oh wait, before we do that, the best line he says, like,
what?
I can help. He goes like, no, you can't help. He's like, well, you can help how? Or he's like, well, I'm tall, but I'm slow.
I may not be tall, but I'm slow.
How is either of those good?
None of them are good. Neither of those things is good.
But yeah, so they finally get him in. And he gets Eloise like, they're going down, and he falls down.
Then we get some of that like.
No, is that what happens when he gets? I'm trying to remember. Is that when he gets splattered?
Yeah, and then they come and try to save him, and they blow him up into like a big balloon.
Right. Okay. Wait. I was going to get to. When is the part where he? I think it was before this. Sorry, I'm thinking just now. When Stan sneaks into their locker room. Was it right before that?
It is before that.
Okay, I wanted to point that out because, he's hiding in the locker room, and then they catch him. When they do a zoom up on his face, okay, and he's like, "Hey," he goes like, "You guys need a publicist or whatever," and then I was just like, just because I've been kind of watching a lot of special effects kind of shows on YouTube and whatnot, I was just like, I'm always curious. Like, I always look for cameras on people's faces now when I watch movies and TV. It's probably terrible. I always wonder if I could catch a camera. So I wanted to zoom in on his glasses to see if there was a camera there. And there's no camera. But you know what is there?
What?
Like the Monstars reflection off his glass.
Oh, wow.
It's such a little thing, but like,
well, they
went
care.
that far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like if that was like how it had to be shot, or just like, that's just how you do special effects. But it was just like, it's not a big special effect, but it's detailed. Like, think about it. Like there's perspective reflecting off of his glasses. Like maybe it was easy, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But the fact that I paused it and zoomed in to look, and I was like, wow, you see the reflection in his glasses.
That's amazing. I didn't notice that.
I think I try to think outside the box now when I watch movies, especially the special effects. So I just want to catch a camera once in a while.
Especially in reflections and mirrors and stuff.
A better shot than I was intended. fine. So, anyways,
Well,
back.
their fifth man turns out to be a bust because he gets smushed.
Right. That's what happens.
So who's the next fifth man? Oh
Dun, 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 dun.
no.
Perhaps I assistance. And
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray gets his moment to shine in basketball. He gets dropped off by the producer.
Yeah.
To get his moment of glory. I absolutely love when they huddle up to come up with a plan, and he calls them all like duck, pig, like they just like calls them like names like male bunny, female bunny,
guy bunny. You do shit back. It's like girl bunny. You back to guy bunny.
And Michael Jordan's like, no, just get the ball to me.
Well, we get a lot when I played games because it was always boring to play. It was always more fun to play offense. So, when we basketball, we never wanted to play the opposite side. So I love when he goes, "We're on defense." He goes, "Oh. I don't do."
It doesn't do defense. Like, come on. It's funny because like basketball is like
I don't play
one
defense.
sport where you don't segregate defense from offense. You do both all the time.
So boring. You don't get to shoot. You got to run and block. It's just so boring. But you got good teams though. To protect the goals. So protect from scoring.
But we got that very, very famous MJ arm stretch because so the whole movie he doesn't realize, and no one tells him that he can apply Looney Tune logic to himself. So he can stretch his arm really long. He can do anything the Looney Tunes can do, basically.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a
matrix.
Definitely.
It's like a what?
A matrix moment. That's exactly what the Matrix did.
Oh, like with the slow-mo? What are you talking about?
He realizes that he can just move faster and do things faster if he believes it. So.
If he believes it. But yeah, that's basically what Michael Jordan can do. Yeah. And he's able to basically score.
Block.
Oh.
He stretches wings.
From half court, he's able to stretch his arm.
Yeah. Very famous now.
The ball.
I don't think it was a little spoiled to us in the trailer, I want to say.
Yeah.
Knowing that this was probably going to be the last shot of the game or something. I don't think I knew that, but I just remember seeing that and being like, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's disturbing because it looks pretty good. His arm stretching.
Yeah, it's kind of Gumby looking, kind of stretches his arms and then gets the last shot in and they win. And like, really sweet though, how they all like, yeah, too. Like the mouse guy who's the introducer, he's like, I can't believe
it. I love when the little worm guys, they give the powers back and then they decide that they're going to be in Looney Tunes. And they and they're like beating each other up.
He's so
I don't blame them. Moral Mountain looks like it sucks.
Actually,
nah, it looks bad.
Now they show that animation of like what's going to happen if Michael actually loses, and they have like the cartoon version of him like chained up and like.
Oh yeah, that used to scare me when I was a kid. It's disturbing.
Always lose.
That's so disturbing. Like the kid runs up the stairs and he like dunks and it's like, ooh, okay, calm down.
Rats, what was at stake? Come on. I just believe it.
Yeah, that was pretty scary as a kid.
Yeah.
But it works out because like all the little wormy guys, they get to be Looney Tunes, kind of like how the Muppets, Walter gets to be a Muppet.
Yeah.
It works out for them.
Yeah. I always enjoyed it. Check my bad.
But so then, Michael, he wins. They win the game. The Looney Tunes get to keep the life. Michael doesn't have to be put on Moore Mountain. He gets the abilities back, the talent back for the NBA players. And it's such a good scene when he walks in and he gives them all their powers back, and all the guys are showing off. Like even Charles Barkley, it's so good to see him, because like nowadays, like you see Charles Barkley on like ESPN and stuff.
If our fact checker can tell us the name of the taller basketball player, because I always hysterical, because he kind of, to me, he always reminded me of there's the bassist from band Bare Naked Ladies. He always reminds me of that guy. It's not him. But
it's not him.
But like,
do you know the names of the basketball players? We know Charles Barkley, we know Muggsy, but the other three.
He's the white guy.
And then there's Patrick Ewing. We don't know the two guys. Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues.
Larry Johnson. Sean Bradley.
Sean Bradley. Thank you. There we go. So Sean Bradley, I love when he dunks, because he's like, he's too like nothing. Like he just kind of goes so tall. Always love when he dunks.
Yeah, I would love that.
And they're like, walking like basically like the alien from Men in Black, like that tall guy. He's just got like, well, this guy's huge.
I love how they're like, you're gonna stay and play with us, and so Michael doesn't stay because he. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna rewind because there's a funny scene that just reminded me of a scene. Talk about the acting in this movie from the actors and the not so good actors. Specifically, of course, NBA. Some of the NBA players, but like
they are not actors.
Yeah, but they do justice to their lines. You know, I like them in it, but the kids, especially his son, the older one, my favorite line because of how terrible it is. But like watching it again, I stick up for him because it's a kid. He's like, it's like he gives him the shorts to Bugs, and he's just like, wait, where are you going? He's like, well, we have a basketball game and your dad's going to play. All right.
Yeah. All right. Like he's just okay with it. And he's like very excited.
Fine now, Steven, or whatever that kid's name is. All right.
All right. Yeah, he is very excited. So I want to go back because I mentioned this before, but the baseball game was supposed to be the end of the movie.
Right.
Until I guess, so like during production, Michael Jordan decided he was going to return from retirement and play basketball. So they changed the whole ending. He was supposed to like hit a home run or something in the baseball game, and it was supposed to end there or whatever. But since he decided to go back to the Bulls, that's how they added that like whole end bit about him going back. And that's like really, I mean, I guess that's like it, right? Like he gives everyone their powers back, and then they kind of just go to more dunking.
Yeah.
More dunking at the end.
I do love that scene when he comes home and this is like, ladies and gentlemen, Michael.
Yeah.
If I can fly.
No, it's is it I Believe I Can Fly? Or is it the other one? It's
because his wife's like, where is he? He's late to the game.
No, that's after. You're thinking of after. So it's the baseball game. Then it's him giving the powers back.
Right. I know. Okay,
and then it's him going back to.
I'm just adding. I love that part though when he comes home.
Oh, okay.
That's all I meant.
Yeah. And he walks out of the spaceship and no one cares.
Everyone's like, oh, that's where he was.
He was with aliens. No big deal.
Aliens with Looney Tunes underground.
Whatever.
It's almost like pitch this idea to Jeff Goldblum. This whole movie. So you're gonna have Michael Jordan play basketball with Looney Tunes underground. And who with the other guys? They're gonna be their aliens.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know if you know about like whose idea this was and like where this came from, because I don't know. I'm unsure of that. No, yeah, I don't think the director is anyone.
Although, is it the same person that made Osmosis Jones? Because I see the similarities to that movie, and it has Bill Murray in it.
So our fact checker here says that a conversation between Ivan Reitman and Nike. So in 1992 and 1993, two Nike ads Air Jordan and Aerospace Jordan, respectively, aired on television and featured Michael Jordan with characters of Bugs Bunny. Directed by the director of the movie.
That was the idea. Yes, the commercial with him and Bugs. They did an interaction.
Oh, okay. So like that's what got the ball rolling.
That was the inspiration. Okay. It's been a while, but I definitely knew that. Thank you for Michael Checker. So
our fact checker.
Fact checker. RP for short. It's some more
do you need the fact checker to come to New York and get you more H2O?
Yeah. Wait, what's that?
I said, do you need the fact checker to come get you more H2O?
Sure.
So this is probably worth noting. So Spike Lee was supposed to direct. Was supposed to help with the screenplay, but Warner Brothers blocked him out of the project.
Probably wanted it like, way more violent and more cursing and things like that. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Spike Jones.
No. Spike Lee. You're thinking of Spike Lee. Of course, it was due to their dissatisfaction with how he funded Malcolm X. Again, this is coming from the fact checker, so I am speaking totally out of my.
I just know
it's right now.
Parker, so I can't see that with Looney Tunes. That's all.
Well, Spike Lee is a huge basketball fan. That's actually well known, and I think that was why.
Hey, that'd be cool, but like not this movie.
Yeah, no, not this movie. Yeah, I think that was the intention.
What was I saying? Oh, like Osmosis Jones. You ever see Osmosis Jones?
Oh my God, I forgot about Osmosis Jones.
So, I was thinking, is that the same who made it? Because it's very much a live action cartoon movie, and then you have Bill Murray in there.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that I don't know if it's the same people, but I don't know.
But I don't think so either. But that's a cool movie.
Possible. So I have to mention, do you know there's an end credit scene?
There is?
There is.
Did I not?
So I think this is something because no one ever watched the end of a VHS. Like there's no way. But you watched on HBO Max. So because HBO Max didn't go, like usually when you're watching something on streaming, it minimizes the box and like puts it to the corner. But for this, it didn't. So we watched the end and it has Porky Pig coming on Zoo. That's all, folks. And then Bugs comes in and then Daffy comes in and then the little aliens come in. And then Michael Jordan comes in. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Spoiler alert.
And or I just turned it off because we had things to do. But
because when we were younger, credit scenes weren't a thing. And then also no one watched the end to a VHS. Like
we had to go home and do things, eat dinner or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like we were waiting to rewind that tape.
Yeah. Watch it again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had no clue.
So, definitely own this on VHS somewhere upstairs. Should have brought it down.
Oh no, I definitely have it too. I think I was cleaning out my basement recently and I found it.
Show you, but I'll find it and I'll share it with you when I find it.
Okay.
If I don't, but I thought I still had it. But yeah, I used to have that book everywhere and play some of the activities in there.
The games, probably connect the dots. It was a maze
stuff, and like it's fun to like look at the pictures of the movie. Tell the story. So anything else?
No, I mean I thoroughly enjoyed rewatching this. I love it. And I think part of the reason why I wanted to do this was so that we can talk about how much we love the original before the new one came out.
I might throw it on. We'll see how much if I can tolerate it. If I could watch it and tolerate it. If I can, I'll try to figure it. But I'm sure our parents felt that way about this movie, so it's okay.
Maybe, but I don't know.
They were probably like, "Oh, damn, here we go."
Again with the Space Jam.
Like they got us to like want to go play basketball, like go outside and do things. Like what is the new movie going to show kids? Oh, let's go to play this in a virtual basketball. I don't know anything about the story.
No, I really don't. From the trailer, I don't know much about the story. I don't know much about LeBron James either, so I can't really speak to it. But I do love the original, and that's why we're here.
You think Michael will be
Yeah.
in it?
Oh, so side note, I think we should mention. So Michael Jordan, he owns a basketball team now, I want to say. I'm not really sure. But he also owns I don't know, I'm not a NASCAR fan, and I don't know anything about NASCAR. I don't know what it's called, but he owns a car in NASCAR, and he has a driver and a racer, which is amazing to me. No, not in the movie, like in real life.
I was asking you, do you think Michael Jordan's going to be in the new movie?
No.
He has no care for this next project?
No, I don't think he is in this movie. Definitely not.
What if like Don Cheadle like just like has a zipper and he goes like, or does like the Jordan? That'd be amazing. What a twist! He's
what
like,
a twist!
Be like Michael, and be like, see, you guys still had it in you all along.
Well, that's the thing too with this new movie. It's like the Looney Tunes forgot how to play basketball, and I'm like, didn't you learn how to play basketball already? Like, why are we redoing this?
Yeah, watch that movie in the 50s or whatever it was to teach them how basketball is learned and how to play.
What? Oh yeah, they watched like a whole movie, and they played a whole game.
Where someone throws something at, I think it was at it goes down in front and he hits somebody in the head.
It's Foghorn Leghorn. He's in the front. Yeah.
Smacked in the head. So fun.
Amazing. But yeah, we'll see what happens. This is us just talking about how much we love the original. But yeah, stay tuned for some new exciting things coming your way. We have a bunch of ideas.
We have a bunch on the way. Yes, this time we've kind of planned a few this time.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like we do these kind of things, we might find something better, we'll do that first, but I think we're gonna kind of stick to the next one. Yes, for next time.
Yeah,
off for everybody, if that's okay.
What?
Can I do a send-off for this episode?
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
A diddly diddly dee, that's all.
Bye.